Welcome to the Midlife Leap, a lifestyle talk show for women in midlife. I'm your host, Sunita Johnson, and I am so excited to share with you tips and interviews on topics ranging from business, career, current news, fashion, products, health, travel, and so much more. And also, because I'm known as the Midlife Leap Coach, I'll share some of my signature Midlife Leap coaching tips. So come on, let's reignite and reimagine our midlife journey together. COVID-19 has changed all of our lives. While we hope to get back to our normal daily activities, the healthcare industry, your local governments, and the current administration are working to help us navigate through. There's a new app that will play a role in keeping track of COVID-19 cases near you and hopefully curtail the increase in our communities. The COVID Trace app is available in several states and territories, plus Washington, D.C. Now, depending upon where you live and your smartphone device, you can either download the app or simply activate it in your smartphone settings. When you turn on Bluetooth and opt into the notification alerts, this will activate anonymous codes that ping nearby phones. Now, the way the COVID Trace app gets its information is when someone tests positive for COVID-19, he or she receives a PIN number from a health official to enter into the smartphone app. So if another user were near that person within the prior 2 weeks, were at least 6 feet or less apart, and you were in their vicinity for at least 15 minutes, the app will send an alert advising you to quarantine and also to notify a health official. Now, I know what you're thinking because I thought it too. They're assuring us that these alerts are anonymous and that user locations are not tracked, so you don't have to worry about anybody knocking on your door. So tell me, do you think the COVID Trace app will be effective on getting on the other side of COVID-19? And if so, or if not, will you be using the COVID Trace app? Fashion Alert Winter Sale at Old Navy. Went in just to find some jogging pants and found this amazing animal print coat for $19.99. Hello, Amanda. Welcome to the Midlife Leap.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you. So ladies, Amanda Cullen is a UK-based business coach. She helps people start, establish, and grow their business. For many years, she was a consultant in the pensions industry and worked for one of the largest global consultancies. Subsequently, she became a partner in the business and combined business leadership with consulting to major corporate clients. In 2012, Amanda obtained coaching qualifications and established her coaching business for small business owners who run businesses in a variety of sectors. March 2020, due to the pandemic, the UK went into lockdown, and Amanda took advantage of that time and decided to write her book, The Business Cube. Amanda, can you tell us more about your book?
Yes, thank you, Sunita. So the idea behind this book was to share the exercises that I use in the range of workshops that I run. So rather than coming up with an idea from scratch and kind of reinventing myself and producing a whole load of new content, I thought, why don't I share the exercises that I use in the various workshops to give people an opportunity to work on them on their own without necessarily needing to come to a workshop. And then the reason it's called Your Business Cube is because of the way I've structured it. And perhaps also because I have a bit of a kind of mathematical brain, so I tend to think like that. So by cube, I mean a number that's multiplied by itself. It's that kind of cube. So in structuring the book, I came up with 3 key questions, which are the why, the what, and the how of running your business. Then for each of those 3 questions, I identified 3 key topics. And then for each of those topics, I've got 3 exercises for you. So the 3 questions multiplied by 3 topics multiplied by 3 exercises gives you a 3 by 3 cube, which is 27 exercises. And that's how the book is put together.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, somebody said to me the other day, do I have to work through the book from kind of start to finish? And in the introduction, I say, I know that the sort of people who run their own business are often rule breakers. So if I tell you you've got to work through from start to finish, you're not going to do it anyway. Or some people won't. So what I've said is I recommend that you work through it broadly in the order in which it's structured, because I think the exercises kind of flow on one from another. But if somebody has a particular topic that they want to dig into, then they can go straight to that set of exercises, and that's fine.
Okay, so you said there's 3 parts, 3 components. Can you describe those?
Yeah, so let me take an example, okay? So the very first topic, the first question is, why do you want to run a business, and why this business in particular? And then we dig into, you know, what's important to you about your business. And I talk about, amongst other things, your must-haves. So what are the must-haves that you need for your business? And then I drill down separately from those into 3 different aspects. So that's how it works. So I've just got the book here, and I'm just going to give you.
Yes,
I'm just going
to show us the cover of the book quickly.
Yeah. So
yes,
it's like,
thank you.
Yeah, so your business cube. So it's yours. It belongs to the person who it is. So I'm just going to find it, and here on page 11, it talks about your must-haves. And then it says, we talk about the things that you must have in terms of your situation. And then we talk about the things that you must have in terms of your finances. And then we talk about the things that you must have in terms of your emotional needs.
Okay.
So it's that kind of thing.
And so what's the second component of
the second component is the what. And that's like, what are you trying to achieve with this business? What is it that you're offering? What are you trying, what's it aimed at? Who's it, what's your market? And then, what is it you want to achieve with the business? And the reason I ask that question is because a lot of people say to me, oh, I don't believe in goal setting. I hate goal setting. I just want to run my business. And I go, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. But if you, when you leave your house, when you're allowed to leave your house, you don't just close the door and walk aimlessly down the road 9 times out of 10. You normally have a destination in mind. You're going to the shops, you're going to the school, you're going to the hairdresser, whatever it might be. And because you know where you're going, you have a route. So you catch the bus, you drive the car, you walk down this particular road, not that road, and so on. And to me, it's exactly the same with a business. If you don't know what your destination is that you're trying to aim for, how the heck do you know what route to take?
I absolutely love that. That is a simple explanation that we apply to everyday life, makes it easily understandable.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
And
so that's kind of the second component of the book. Okay. And then the third, sorry, I'm second guessing you, but the third bit is the how. And that's like, how are you going to run the business? And in that thing, we talk about things like the kind of operational needs. So how are you going to market it? Now, I am very clear in the book that there are certain topics that we can't drill into in a huge amount of detail in a book that's aiming to cover everything. So I am not a social media expert. I'm not a marketing expert, but I know enough to ask people the questions that get them thinking.
Okay.
So, for example, in the marketing piece, when I'm talking about social media, I say, some people make the mistake of thinking that they need to be on every social media platform going, so they need to be on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter, Instagram and Pinterest and YouTube and, you name it, TikTok.
I don't do TikTok. It's too complicated for me.
And that's not the case.
Yeah.
And then the next mistake they go is, okay, well, my favorite platform is X, Facebook, say, or my favorite platform is Instagram. So that's the one I'll use. And I go, yes, but is it where you'll find your clients?
Exactly. That was my immediate thought.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's just a for instance. So when we're talking about social media, I would be saying to them, you know, once you've got really clear on who your ideal client is, which is something else we cover in the book, then you can think about where are they going to hang out? Which social media platform are they likely to spend most of their time? And where are they likely to be looking for whatever it is I've got to offer?
Okay.
Because that's the other thing.
So then my other question is your book primarily targeted towards UK business owners?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I wrote it, I suppose, with the UK market in mind. So there are a couple of references in it that use language that might be unfamiliar or not standard familiar to somebody in another country.
Okay.
But the vast bulk of it is questioning and helping you to work out the answer for yourself, rather than kind of directive and saying you must do this with the lawyers and you must do that with the lawyer. You know, it's not like that. You must do this with the tax offices. It's more like saying make sure you've registered with. So that's going to be applicable.
Someone wants to contact you. Can an American work with you as a coach?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, and where can we find you? Your website,
You can find me on my website, which is businessmadesimpler.co.uk. You could email me, amanda@businessmadesimpler.co.uk, or you can find me on social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. Just LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, not Pinterest, not Instagram, and
TikTok. Amanda, I want to see you dancing on TikTok. That would be great.
You've got a long wait, a long wait.
So dancing on those slanted ceilings, that would be really cool. Anyway, Amanda, thank you so much. It was enjoyable. So ladies, check out Your Business Cube. Thank you.
Thank you.